Welcome to Great Talk and Entertainment. I'm your host, KJ, and this is the podcast where we review movies, TV shows, and many, many more things from all your favorite superheroes from Marvel Comics to DC Comics. Now, this is again the Marvel What If series that's only on the Disney Plus as I continue to review each and every episode that comes out. And yes, this is all spoilers. So if you haven't seen any of these shows, please give me a thumbs up. Like this, subscribe, hit that notification, go watch the show and come back and check out my review and then leave your comments on what you guys think of the Marvel What If series, because I would love to hear all what you have to say. So, thank you. Now, in Marvel's What If episode 8 is What If Ultron won? Obviously know that I think me and so many people who do podcasts or YouTube channels and such much more, especially if you're really into figuring out Marvel theories or just movie theories in general, obviously, you would think that at some point Marvel was going to find a way to bring back Ultron. So, episode 8 has two important combining movies that make totally sense. And if they went this way the first time, oh boy, I don't think there'll be an Avengers Endgame. So this is obviously the movie Avengers Age of Ultron and Marvel's Avengers Infinity War. Now you're saying, how is Infinity War? Well, just like the movie Age of Ultron, spoilers, you haven't seen that movie either, but this is a spoiler review, so I'm going to spoil a lot. So, in Age of Ultron, we know that, Ultron comes from the Power Stone, and he is a built AI from Tony Stark and Bruce Banner, aka Iron Man, and the Hulk. So, and in that movie, you see how Age of Ultron was trying everything. Oh, sorry, Ultron, who was trying to download his or transfer his conscious slash his soul slash his data, like a computer data, like just data in general, into what you know as vision, into that body that he had made, or well, Tony Stark and Bruce Banner did. And you learn that in this series that if it went different, where instead of the Avengers defeating Ultron and having Vision come to life, well, it would be more devastating. And obviously, in the movie The Avengers Infinity War, Thanos collects all the stones, but this episode is the reverse. So imagine if instead of the Avengers stopping Ultron from getting Vision's body and taking over the world, imagine the opposite of Ultron succeeding and getting Vision's body and having that as his new body and actually defeating the Avengers and then blowing up the whole world with all their own nuclear bombs and whatnot, which is pretty dark. And then imagine Thanos came and Ultron just laid the smackdown on him and literally killed him, did a Dragon Ball Z and sliced him like in half or something. I don't know, it was crazy. But this, like I said, this episode is just about Ultron winning, and it's very exciting. It's very scary, because they're taking the same format of how Ultron was or is in the movie Age of Ultron, of course. And his whole idea is of his version of peace is destruction, war, and destroying the human population, right? Well, he goes beyond that. So, like I told you how he literally killed Thanos, he takes all the stones, and then he realized, oh, the galaxy is much bigger. And he literally goes to Asgard, the Sovereign Reigns, Xander, and he destroys those planets. I mean, even in when he went to Xander, Captain Marvel tried to defeat him. She literally punched him into the core of that planet, and Ultron still laid the smackdown on her. And like I said, it was a fun, action-packed scene. I really like. I know everybody's hating on Brie Larson and the Captain Marvel, but I really like Brie Larson as an actor, and I really like Captain Marvel. And this action fighting scene really showed her ability and true strength, because you gotta think they haven't really shown her true ability. Even in Endgame, they didn't really show her how powerful. Headbutted Thanos or whatever, punch Thanos. I forgot. Yeah, she might have knocked Thanos down, but Ultron just shows that he can do the same thing but more powerful. You gotta think like the reason why he's that powerful is because of Tony Stark and Bruce Banner and the other people who were involved. And it just shows you how tough he is. So the thing I got out of it was that Marvel showed us was basically like even Captain Marvel going full force and going at her best, Ultron still beat her. Like he's not easy to defeat. And Captain Marvel is one of the powerful, Marvel characters within the Marvel comics. And we could debate about who's more powerful and all that, but that's uh you know and then he becomes so powerful, and I believe it has to do with the Infinity Stones, because I think like Watu the Watcher was talking like pretty much smack about Ultron. He heard it, and then he goes finds Watu the Watcher and goes into the multiverse where you see like him go in a different universe. Like what? There's one Earth where Captain America becomes the president of the United States, and it's like, what? That's crazy. Like I just can't believe that that's a real thing. Uh, and then they go into different universes that are unknown, but they didn't say what and where. One looked like a jungle, one looked like the desert or the ocean, so forth and so forth. But Watcher the Watcher, oh god, even he's like a celestial. Like this dude is like on God mode, and yet Ultron went God mode and almost killed him. Like literally cracked his skull. But luckily, Watcher the Watcher escaped, and he went back to Imperior Doctor Strange. Um, Another thing I want to review is other story that was going on, which is the heroes, which you have Black Widow, Natasha, and Hawkeye, Clint, and Zolar. Yes, Zola. Yeah, Zola. Zola is, he's from the Captain America First Avengers and Captain America Civil War, where his body, well, not his body, but his mind, his soul, his conscience is transferred into a old computer. But in this one, he does some heroic things. I mean, yeah, Clint had to threaten him and literally threaten to pour water on his whole computer, where if he does, then Zola is freaking gone, right? And I just think like, okay, yeah, that is very interesting and funny at the same time, but obviously Hawkeye has lost an arm. They weren't particular, but I'm gonna assume that Age of Ultron or his army got his arm and ripped it off at some point, but he could still shoot an arrow. Natalia, Black Widow, it was like the team up that we kind of always wanted to see in a live action with Black Widow and Hawkeye in their own films. And, a lot of people were hoping to see him in the Black Widow movie, and they didn't really show him. They mentioned him, they talked about him, but they never really, had him in the movie, But this is, the closest thing of them doing I would say Budapest mission, obviously. It's very suicidal, and they were trying to get Ultron, and they're the only last two Avengers that were still alive and trying to survive. And what's crazy, they're the only ones who don't have superpower ability, so Zola, he just transferred in one of Ultron's old body, aka one of his robotic soldiers. That was really cool. I really like the fact that he was willing to help because you know there was nothing. Like, what was he gonna take over? Like, Shield's gone, Hydra's gone, literally everybody's gone. Like, there was nothing to take over. Red Skull would not be able to come back because Ultron would destroy him in an instant. So this is just one of those things, and I gotta tell you that it was very interesting, very heroic of him, and I want to see more of that. Like, I kind of have hopes because if you saw the Shang-Chi movie where they had the fake Mandarin show up and he turned the leaf, over and stopped doing drugs and being an actor whore and just act for any type of money. He changed his ways, so maybe Zola could change his ways too, and maybe they'll do this in a live action. I'm hoping like this, and that's what I mean by it. Just gives me hope that like this show is giving us what ifs, but also what if the village that they don't use a lot had a change of heart? Like, you did, nobody would thought like Zola would have a change of heart or do something heroic, and he as soon he's transferred into one of Ultron's like robotic soldiers, he could have just turned on him, but he literally just stayed. So in his mind, whether he was gonna benefit off of it, but the point is he's helping the good guys, and that's just something really cool. I just enjoyed watching. Honestly, I don't know why, but I really enjoy that part. Other than all, like, with him in the multiverse now we know that Doctor Strange, or Imperial Doctor Strange, and Watu the Watcher is gonna break his oath and have Doctor Strange help him. This is gonna be the Avengers team up. Whether it's gonna be in the episode 9 or maybe episode 10, I don't know. But they're building up to that Avengers team up, and at first, none of the episodes were really connecting, but this episode is really showing how all these episodes connect in a way. And this is the multiverse, so the multiverse is a little bit different. So I can't wait. Now, I have a lot of questions. Like, I know in Loki, in the they talked about in the TVA that all those stones are not really powerful unless they're actually in their universe, their reality, their Earth, or whatever. So like, I'm thinking like, okay, whatever Earth Ultron's from, this Ultron obviously, how is all those stones still working in different multiverses? And that's the question I hope they answer. But I hope they answer whether it's in the What If series or maybe in a future Marvel film or live action TV show. So I'm hoping for that. Another thing I have so much questions about is where is like Captain America? Where's Peggy Carter? But I think they're either gonna answer these or not. So I'm not sure. But because one of my theories is I believe that when they do this Avengers team up, it's gonna have some familiar characters in the Avengers, but obviously, like, there won't be like maybe there won't be an Iron Man, but I know for sure we'll probably get obviously the Imperial Doctor Strange, Captain Carter, and Watchu the Watcher, and probably Party Thor, which is fine. That's cool, but it's gonna be one of those ones where like it's gonna be different. It's like a small taste of what the next Avengers live action film, like Avengers 5 movie. Whenever that comes out, like, it's gonna be so different, but you'll still have familiar characters that you recognize from the older Marvel phases from one to now, obviously. But there's gonna be a couple twists, and this is probably like a small taste to what to expect. And obviously, for me, it's something to get really excited to, This is gonna like, and this is like a way to say, okay, like when you think how the Avengers team up's gonna be, it's gonna be the totally different, and it's gonna be a lot better. And they have this planned out very well. And obviously, using this show as a launching point for that is a good idea. Obviously, who knows? Maybe maybe Hank Pymp will show up in this Avengers team up and be the Yellow Jacket and take on Ultron. You never know. That's one of my theories is this Avengers team up is just a small taste to what to expect from the next Marvel's Avengers movie, live action movie. And whenever they get to that, I mean, slowly but surely they're building that up for obvious reasons. So there's that. And that's the only theory I have with that. Like, I don't, with this show, this is like, obviously Ultron's too powerful. Like, if Thanos can't beat him, like, what's going to beat him? And that's what I like. When I really like about this the most, they took a risk, they took a chance, and this is what I was hoping to see, and now I'm confident that Marvel's gonna surprise me even more. So that's a good thing, obviously. If I had to give this 1 out of 10, I'm definitely giving it a 10. This is one of their best episodes so far in this whole season, and I really like this. This is like I put it my number 3 favorite. Obviously episode 1 is my favorite. Episode 8 would be number 3, but my number 2, oh gosh, should be Imperior, Doctor Strange. I really like that. And then I would say my last one, I really like the Party. That's all I got right now. Yeah, just Party Thor. Those are really my favorites so far. I'll go back and review them, and not review the episodes, but I'll give you an update soon of my top favorite Marvel episodes and why I like them the most. So I'll do that in the future. So yeah, I'm definitely getting an 8. So yeah, guys, go check that out again. Leave a comment, tell me guys what you think about these episodes, and I'll definitely want to reply to them best as I can. So thank you for listening. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Great Talking Entertainment. Hit that notification button so you can always be up to date with my latest content. Peace